Ooh, that was a good picture to go live on. Either one of those. The Jeff is right box. The fuck it, nothing works stream. The DADAROMA thing. Yeah, so I'm going live just a little bit early, guys. I'm not gonna start the stream for another 5 minutes. Like I said, starting at 11. But hope you enjoy the memes. I just want to leave it up and running. Just kind of make sure YouTube's actually back. So yeah, I will be back shortly. I'll see you guys at 11. Enjoy the memes. Enjoy the visuals. Feel free to press 1 in the chat if you approve of the new sound you heard from DADAROMA today. Press 2 if it's not quite your thing. So yeah, I will be back in 4 minutes. See ya. What's up, guys? You like those memes? You like that trash YouTube, whatever the hell that was? Oh, man. I can't tell you guys. I was scrambling. I was ready. I was ready to go on Facebook Live. I had my finger on the button. I was about to launch us into Normieville. Normieville. We were going to go there. We were going to go to Normie Book. We were gonna step out into the sunken place. It was gonna be bad. It was gonna be really bad. I was there. I was about to go live, and then I saw in our Discord, which you should actually absolutely join in the link in the description. I saw a little red notification button, like a beacon of hope. YouTube is back. Jesus Christ, what happened? Anyways, welcome to VKH Live. Let's jump into it. Hello. So, while people filter in, I apologize in advance for like lighting or any echoey sounds. I am streaming to you live from my childhood home, or childhood room. This is also the childhood room of both VKH Live and VKH Breakdown. I believe if I turn over this way, that is the closet that I first recorded the VKH Breakdown audio in, because I was really obsessed with getting decent audio quality. That's also where I did the first stream out of, because this place was much more it was doing the thing where you leave your parents' home and they turn your room into a storage facility. So I move around every few years for my day job. So I happen to be, I followed the money, and I happened to come back to where I grew up. And that's what I was doing here with staying with the parents, moving pretty quickly. And then I followed the money back to over to Miami. So that's where I am now. But I'm over here for doctor's appointments, getting certain things fixed. I've tamed the ghosts in my body, so I'm excited to get back to this. That was quite the double whammy, quite the loop YouTube threw me for there. But yeah. Need a meme about how tech's against him, even YouTube keeping him from streaming. I think that was YouTube just finally. They're against so many people. I think that was finally just them coming out and being like, no, you know what? Fuck all of you. My phone was blowing up with notifications because we're now in late night hours. This is primetime streaming hours for like a lot of internet communities. So everybody's doing like YouTube died editions of their show right about now. So anyway, we're here to talk about DADAROMA. Had some exciting news. Knew it was coming. They made a point of reminding us it was coming, and people in Philly actually called the police about YouTube being down. That's beyond first world problems. I don't even know what that is. Yeah, so gave us a lot of notice, huh, guys? Nice little countdown, 10-day countdown, 10-day tweet countdown with a little picture every day, so we wouldn't forget. But they're back, so you know what that means. That means that Gula, resident Wrench Wench, now has to perform a rendition of Pretty Fly for a White Guy by The Offspring with her sister. That is something that is documented in our Discord as a binding contract by her, because Jeff was right. They were not disbanding. So they did not disband. They came back. I would show you some of the interesting theories and stuff from the Discord, but we will I'm using a very locked-in version of a browser to try and prevent that flickering. The ghosts. I even exercised the ghosts out of the browser, guys. But I got to stay on one page, so we're gonna. Yeah, cool. Yeah, she's a little sore about that, I guess. You're gonna be a hit. You're gonna be a star, kiddo. You're gonna be viral sensation number 1. Yeah, so DADAROMA's back, and that's really exciting. So I was just going to go through this article, kind of give my take and what people have been saying around the internet, a little bit of speculation going on, a little bit of, I mean, it's speculation, but it's like, if I wake up tomorrow and I have a confirmed source on it, I won't be surprised, and then I'll update the article. But Pressboy can't go off of speculation until Pressboy here's it from a source. So, but anyway, don't worry about that. If you're new to the show, if you're new to like what's going on here, this is put on by VKH Press. We are a Japanese rock and Visual Kei music news website. If you don't know what that is, you should check out our website. We have an ultimate guide to Visual Kei, ultimate crash course it's a crash course for beginners if you search for that. But also we do all kinds of news and reviews and other stuff. So we do all this stuff for free. We rely on patronage and things like that. So we have links to all that in the description. Anyone who's new to the rules here, I do read chat. But I am bound to read whatever you super chat us in Streamlabs. So if I say something about DADAROMA you don't like, you just throw me. You just throw $1. You get a little Yoshiatsu robot face to pop up, and then I have to contradict myself. More importantly, though, we have a Discord that we started, and we try and stay in touch with our viewers and the community and stuff like that. So we're on social media. We really want to bring together as many Visual Kei and also J-Rock fans as possible. We want to build an online community, man. We want to connect to you guys. We want to introduce you guys to each other. We want fandoms to build. We want the people overseas. We want the people overseas to have their voices heard, all the way over in Japan. So if any of that sounds like anything that you like, leave a like, subscribe, join anything, or just copy what we're doing. Honestly, just like grow the community and any of that. So. Let's see. What do we got going for chat? Musically, TikTok. No, my next voyage is alt tech actually. So like Gab and Minds and Steemit. Steemit looks really cool. It's like Medium, but it's built on like a blockchain. Long story short, you can like write articles and then it just like mines Bitcoin based on how many people read and like and interact with your articles. So that stuff's pretty cool. BitChute, all that. So that's where I'm going next. But Jeff just wants more memes. Guilty. I've listened to 9th the most so far. So, for the Gazette. Let's see. Oh, you were talking to Gula. I see. Ignoring me in the chat. I see. No, it's okay. I understand. Oh, there was this comment I wanted to read by Chaipathy up earlier. Between Dimlim, Kizu, and DADAROMA, 2018 feels like an awesome year for music. Also, I actually liked the new Duran Gray album, but that one's a bit divided. You want to see, like, my facial features get divided? Go watch our listening party for that Duran Gray album. I was going back through it and I was like, man, like, I've never had a good poker face, but that was zero poker face on that stream. Like, when something hit me and I was like, nope, I was like, nope. Yeah, it was pretty amusing. Pretty amusing to re-watch myself and cringe at it, but also to watch that I was cringing at the same time as the me on record, like on the recording, was cringing at certain things that wasn't quite really wasn't my style. But there were things on there that were nice and cool. So, yeah. Anyways, so let's go ahead and we got a fair amount of people peeping the stream. So let's go ahead and jump into the news. So for those of you who are kind of behind, DADAROMA took a hit. I don't know how else to say it. They lost their drummer Yusuke. He had some really bad long-term medical issues. Long story short, basically drumming's not an option unless he's crazy like Yoshiki is and is gonna like maim himself for the rest of his life. So he is retired, and then at that point DADAROMA actually went on hiatus. A couple weeks, I guess, shortly after going on hiatus, they announced an announcement, which I don't know if there's any other way to report that, so that's just how I say it, but they announced an announcement to happen on October 16th. Well, what's the day? Look up at the top of your phone and or computer. What is the date and time? It is October 16th. So what happened? Well, DADAROMA's back in full force. They've got a new drummer. They've got a new mini album coming out. They have a PV preview. They have a new look. They have a new tour. They have everything. They have all the things. So, first thing I want to say is, well, I'll read a little bit of the intro. I just want to talk about, but there is something I want to get into right off the bat. All right, so please, for the love of God, no flickering or minimal flickering, and just kind of be cool. Can you be cool? Okay, so back at the end of August. Well, let's see how that showed up on stream. Okay, cool. So back at the end of August, DADAROMA fans had to endure this double whammy. That's where the double whammy was, as I wrote that, and it's been stuck in my mind. I was amazed I got to use the double whammy in a sentence. As I have weird goals, guys. Don't worry about it. Anyways, they announced an announcement, and so multiple announcements. First of all, in addition to releasing a new look, DADAROMA has revealed their new drummer. He goes by the name of Ryohei, and there's actually not a lot of information about him out there in terms of past bands and activities. That was something I wrote at 5 a.m. this morning or 6 a.m. this morning. We'll get into the speculation about who he is. I'm pretty convinced personally, but like I said, press boy can't be a good press boy without a good source. So we're looking into it pretty hard. I'll just say that. Winona couldn't make it to this stream, but that's not going to stop her inner sleuth. She's digging into it. I've reached out to other people as well. We want official confirmation, obviously, but we'll get into what you guys are saying in the Discord. Some of the fans are much more knowledgeable about who this guy looks like than other people, than people in press like me. You guys picked up on some good stuff. So, anyways, stopping it right here for a second. I just want to talk about the timetable on these guys in terms of how they went on hiatus and came back. I'm seeing it in the Facebook comments on this article. Fans are pleasantly surprised that it was such a short hiatus. Now it's short by comparison to other hiatuses, but I feel like DADAROMA really this was a hiatus done right. It seemed very goal-based. They didn't have to say a lot. They haven't even said a lot. The fact that we're having trouble confirming via official source because they haven't specified who Ryohei is. Obviously, they're not saying a lot, but they're saying a lot with their actions. So you lose your drummer, you're a 4-person band, all the members very personable, you go on hiatus. That's immediately. That's like a very clear statement of fall back, regroup. So it's not like there's no reason why this happened. People are trying to figure out what's going on. Who is someone hiding the ball from the fans? Like, did something happen behind the scenes and it was like shady or shameful and, you know, whatever. And we'll never know, you know, until, you know, the fans go to Taniki. Like, fans don't like go sniff this stuff out immediately, you know. So this was done like really well. You know, it was you know, good reaction. And then just a few weeks into it, to lift fan spirits, they you know, they gave a timetable. They said there's going to be an announcement. And they didn't even have to clarify if they were going to be back or not. They gave themselves leeway for if it's like, if I got to delay something, if something happens, you know, we're not sure, we're not certain, no problem. And so that was solid. And then they kept people engaged. The band members were engaged. Yoshiatsu was teasing the fans. You know, they were keeping everybody positive. They did a countdown. And then they came back with like interest, basically. They came back with DADAROMA plus interest, like that, like just like a full like release, you know, like for them, you know, like their mini albums are fucking full releases as far as I'm concerned at this point. Like, it's that level of quality that you're expecting, kind of. I don't even know if I need a full album from DADAROMA at this point, like a true full album, because they're getting pretty killer at these EPs, these mini albums, whichever way you want to call them. Yeah, they handled this perfectly. This is great PR. You know, it was really easy for us who don't speak Japanese to understand what was going on, because it was all action based, and it was like, oh, well, they lost their drummer, they immediately went on hiatus, so obviously they're taking that seriously. Now they have a big announcement, and now they're back. It's like, okay, great, perfect, wonderful, perfect. This is like exactly, this is what hiatuses should be. So I will be pointing to this in the future when, you know, it's something like, we are so sorry for the sudden announcements, we're going on hiatus. And then 6 months later, it's like, we are so sorry, but we're still on hiatus. I'm going to be like, no, this is wrong. You should be like these guys. Give an update, do something, at least man up and disband, or say indefinite hiatus if you have to, even though I think there's some of us that think that's an easy out. You know, I appreciate DADAROMA's appreciation of their own fans, basically. So, but yeah, so that's kind of a small point, but I think it's worth bringing up for sure. So, now let's get into this guy, Ryohei. Now, I'm not going to enlarge the image because, first of all, I'm in a tin can kind of thing here. I've got this page in a quarantine zone to keep the ghosts out while I work on upgrading my whole streaming setup. By the way, guys, I'm about to expel all, tin can haunted streams. Like, I think I'm in the process of cracking the code to perform mass exorcism on my technical difficulties, so I'm looking forward to that. But in the meantime, also, this is the biggest the photo gets. This is the only one they've put out, so I don't feel too bad now in this case. Ryohei is he's kind of on paper in terms of like a DADAROMA member. There's like no information about him. His Twitter account was launched like today or yesterday. No, today. He's tweeted one generic like, hello, nice to meet you. And for like I'm the drummer for DADAROMA now. And for a really long time, I was following the comments of the Japanese fans who were awake at the time, because this was like at like 5:30 a.m. or something. There was no recognition. They didn't know who he was. It was just a lot of, well, nice to meet you. Thanks for joining. Thank you for bringing back. Thank you for helping DADAROMA come back. So I didn't see anybody being like, oh, that's the guy from this. That's the guy from that. So, thankfully over the course of the day, the Western fans, the Sherlock Holmes that are the Western VK fans, some of whom live in our chat, our Discord, or visit our Discord, I should say. Put out some pretty interesting information. It was a little bit earlier this evening, so I'm gonna a lot of this is credits is going to Girl, also known as Girl in Japan, currently known in the chat, it looks like, as Girl. So in our Discord, Girl had said that she's 95% sure that the new drummer is the ex-Black Swan drummer, Len. The Black Swan was the now defunct band of... his name's escaping me, but it's the former vocalist of Nega, which was a pretty household name for their kind of heavy, intense music. The Black Swan continued that. I miss the Black Swan. The Black Swan was really good. So Girl had said same birthday. Some of the Twitter bios match up. The Black Swan had some similarly weird concepts in their music video and visuals, and they look really similar. Yeah, let's see what else was there. Oh, I liked, I think Kimiko pointed out that Lynn is apparently a cat dad. And then Girl said, yeah, that's the other thing. Yusuke loves his dog so much, it'd feel right if his replacement was the guy that got famous because of his cat. So, from dog to cat, DADAROMA evolves. Matching birthdays from the official homepages, and screenshots from the Twitter bio. This is all in our DADAROMA channel on our Discord. The link is in the description. So great sleuthing there, Girl. You did good. You did good job. Very, very good. So I mean, personally, I'm kind of sold. It's kind of hard to say as a member of the press, because we can't really say it as fact, even if it's like we hear it from, like a fan site, or like a blog, like a industry blog or something. We got to hear it straight from a source. So like I said, personally, I left a note at the top of that article that's of this article that's on screen, that's it's an ongoing news story, because I had a hunch it was going to be something like this was going to be missing even by the time of 11:22 p.m. at night. Good full, what is that, like 15 hours or so? No, 17 hours or so? No, I can count, shut up. Split it, call it 14 or 13, I don't know. I used up all my brain power trying to figure out how to use Facebook Live, and then I didn't have to use it. So yeah, so there's going to be like small bits and pieces that are going to filter in. We'll update it. If there's something huge, I don't think there's going to be anything huge. I think the hugest thing is going to be confirmed that this is probably Lynn from the Black Swan. But that is my speculation. That is everyone's speculation until we hear. Like I said, we hopped on that shit, really hard ourselves. So, maybe I'll get a message. Did I get a message? No, just Winona messaged me saying, no, I think we discovered the secret of the internet. The entire thing is made of tin cans. That is... I'm going to have to show her a couple articles and maybe some code samples. That is so much more true than she might imagine. The entire internet is, in fact, built on tin cans. I make iPhone apps in my day job. I have a lot of judgment to pass on web developers who built the internet. You want to talk about... It's like tin... It's melted tin cans. Jeff, Kimiko helped too. Oh, I'm sorry, Kimiko. Yes, thank you very much. First, Jeff doesn't credit me for my memes. Now Jeff doesn't. Oh no, the chat's turning on me. This is it. This is the end of my streaming career right here. It's over. It's over. Yes, I absolutely appreciate you guys. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you very much, chat, for all the work you do. All the dank memes and everything. By the way, that is what the slideshow that was playing was earlier, was a combination of multiple chat member, Discord members, memes, Gula, Delta Spell, Asuka, Kimiko, I believe, others. So yeah. Yeah. Anyways, let's go ahead and just go through the rest of the look. We'll get into the music or the releases next, and yeah. So first of all, you guys have seen this guy's look and everything. If you're taking kind of a closer look at this, oh god, I really don't want to. I don't know if I can zoom in. I don't know if this is safe to do. Yeah, I can't even do it. Okay. You see that? You see that? You see that? Those boxes moving? My mouse isn't on these boxes. I don't know. Everything sucks. Everything sucks. I need to be in charge of making every form of technology, okay? I will fix all of it. And if I don't have time for it, or I can't, I know people who I can trust. I will call them in and fix all of it. This is all ridiculous. Anyways, how you guys feeling about Ryohei's kind of style on a scale of 1 to 10? One being this is current year. That's not an objectifying scale. I mean, like, 1 being not stylish, 10 being very stylish. Just to clarify. Yeah, I'm giving it a solid. I'm giving it a solid, a hard 8, 9, or 10 or something like that. You know, that's what I'm guessing. Yeah, I'm seeing 10s in the chat. Lots of really cool makeup. Lots of, you know, the hairstyles working for him. The crazy jagged lines and shit. Like, I had made a joke earlier in a private chat that it was like, because you'll see. And I can actually scroll down and just show you the rest of the members. Yoshiatsu's doing his crazy kind of, you know, laughing thing. Takashi, someone had pointed out, has gone back to his a more traditional style for Takashi, like from his original looks and stuff. You know, kind of like very effeminate, but like some vibrant, crazy colors set against like the gothic look and everything. And then Tomo, who's usually like, he's either doing something batshit crazy like he's doing here, or he is he's rocking like a very like macho kind of look, like for like a VK look. Like it's like short hair, kind of looks like it's like razor sharp, and you know, like what did he have, like the skull makeup. So I'm wondering if Tomo kind of just handed off his Winona loves the phrase BDE, so I wonder if he handed off his BDE over to Ryohei, because it seems like DADAROMA, they have the requirement. They need to have 2 bros with the short hair, with the big dick energy, you know, like pushing the macho or the crazy or the sleazy look, and then you have the other 2 taking turns being like the super fly, super elegant, pretty guys, you know. That was Yusuke was pretty good, you know, was a bit more kind of in the same wheelhouse as Takashi for the most part. So, you know, a little bit of shifting of responsibilities there, maybe. I don't know. Tomo looks like an alien from Star Trek this time. Yeah. I feel like Ryohei's going to take on the more masculine role, and Tomo's going to go super weird and artsy, and I'm so excited. Yeah, I think he's I don't know, maybe he's a little constrained, little you know, he needed to break out and express himself. So good on him. You know, I don't know how to describe his look, Tomo's look. I do know this is not the first time I've seen it even this year. So you know, that's where we're at in Visual K's. It's like you just go that, you know, and you know, that's about it. That's about it, man. So lots of crazy experimentation in avant-garde, you know, embrace of the avant-garde, embrace of like, you know, almost carelessly pushing boundaries and things like that. Although, can you ever carelessly push boundaries? Weren't rules always meant to be broken? Yeah, so a lot of that going on in the music and the looks this year in 2018. 2019, I don't even know what's going to happen. Because this just started like bubbling up, you know, mid 2018. So, anyways, moving on to the release. So DADAROMA has announced that they'll be releasing a new mini album titled Dadaism Number 4. So it's another Dadaism mini album. And it's I have a huge soft spot in my heart for Dadaism Number 1, man. It's like it's fantastic. You know, it's like their first mini album. It's just this nice vicious metalcore mixed in with a bunch of other wild sounds and stuff. You know, it's very versatile, all things considered. So every time I see a Dadaism you know, mini album announced, I'm curious. The other two, like Dadaism Number 2 was really leaning into the metalcore. Dadaism Number 3 led way in the opposite direction, away from you know, they leaned like way away from metalcore. But it was pretty amazing how good they were without the metalcore sound. It was still there, but like, you know, they were kind of going more hardcore, hard rock, and then some pop rock and stuff. And it's kind of scary how good they pulled that off. In terms of like what scratches my itch personally, like, you know, what's my personal ear candy, it's Dadaism Number 1, and then also like their last EP that wasn't a Dadaism album, but it was called This Is Live. Stuff like that is like that's peak DADAROMA for me personally. But honestly, this band makes so many different types of songs and sounds and is just so wild and all over the place. There's a little bit for everyone. So yeah, so it's going to be in 2 types, by the way. The type A, so the PV track is called Truly Raw. Disclaimer on the track titles, the English, the Romanji interpretation is very subjective. It's not been vetted. We did our best, but a lot of these bands, they do keep the actual proper interpretation very close to the belt until they like put out like a release on like an English platform like Spotify sometimes, if it's not in kanji. And a lot of the names are very artsily done, so you can't just take the kanji and go, oh, it's like this. You know, certain things are very different. So I've seen this as Truly Ra, and I've seen it as TRILLULRA. So Truly Ra. Just a little bit of that LR fusion in pronunciation that's so prominent in Japanese, and my utter kryptonite. Yep. Sheeran Death Torresu says self-produced band, by the way. Oh, that's good to know. I didn't know that. Good on them. That's awesome. You know, I mean, if I would. I'm sure any metalhead gets sketched out when it's not a metal musician or a metalcore guy handling the mastering for like a metal or heavy metal or whatever kind of metal album. We've kind of seen what happens when you know, the big wig production guy from the producer guy from the major record label gets involved, and suddenly every breakdown just sounds like a light like bass beat or something. I don't know, man. I don't know. Yeah, I've been trying to read that title all day. Yeah, it's, I mean, I got it from the PV, which we'll talk about in a second. But yeah, so the two different types, very DADAROMA. You can already tell. I don't even have to dive into the PV and the song yet that we heard to, you know, you can tell this is very reminiscent of like Dadism number 2, I think, for me. A little bit, you know. By the way, Lucid Dream on Dadism number 2, that's like, it does have a lot of views on YouTube, and it is a crazy intense and good song. I should go back and listen to Dadism number 2 a little bit more, because that was like much more raw metalcore, kind of focused more on like the harder, heavier stuff. Although they've just gotten really good at just like throwing one of those in. Oh, not even one, like multiples in on B-sides or like non-PV tracks, that it's like it'll just come blasting out of nowhere, and then they're back off to some crazy fusion sound of some sort, you know. So anyways, yeah, so sorry, type A is I got caught up in the album artwork a little bit there, admiring the haunted house. So type A is just got 6 tracks, and then it's coming with the DVD with the PV. Type B is got an extra 7th track, which is Okami Shonen Todoku Ringo, but it's a piano version. And oh man, I didn't even pull this up because I thought I had it memorized off the top of my head. From where that's from, Okami. Yeah, okay, it's from Dadism number 3. Right. So, maybe I'll tease you guys a little more before we dive into talking about the music. We'll go to the last thing they mentioned, which is they are going on a tour. It's called DADAROMA's Back Tour, Go Home, which I love. A lot of good stops. Their, you know, last one looks to be at Shibuya West. They have a lot of their merch is like their merch game is pretty on point. I think it's only sold at the lives, unfortunately, but I'm just saying, like, you know, with their original logo and like their original vibe, you know, before, like when they just first started, it's like they're brand new. It's like you're not gonna like, you know, dig on them or anything for just just like putting together what they put together. But I saw like the Sleepy Hollow kind of lettering and like the hyper gothic, you know, vibes, and I was like, okay, if they're not careful, this is going to get very hot topic very fast. But they really shaped up like immediately. Like, you know, like I think as soon as Amino Waltz came out, like their first single, was like, well, I believe it was their first actual single. As soon as that came out, it was, and you saw how they looked and what they were doing. It was like, oh, there's class in this craziness. There's a method to this madness. Let me see what I'm missing in the backstage pass after hours. Ghosts and tin cans. Yeah, that's appropriate. We have all kinds of fun little emojis in the Discord, by the way, if you've been watching and you're aware the jokes and the tin can stream and all that, but you want a way to express yourself, you can do that in the Discord. Discord chat will be making a comeback shortly, by the way. Probably largely on the after hours streams, but most chat will be on the after hours streams and on the waiting screens and stuff, so I can like have like more content area and stuff. It's I think it's less stressful. I've been watching my own streams a little bit more, so trying to clean house a little bit, you know, see how pretty we can make these streams by the end of 2018. See how far we can go. 7 out of 10 pronunciation. Getting both for in-store finally. I want a hoodie too. Nice. Very nice. Just give me a whole piano album, Yoshiatsu, please. That's all I ask. Their piano music is gorgeous. Their piano versions are gorgeous, by the way. They're really good at picking the ones that translate great to piano. Their merch is really nice quality too. Awesome. Okay. Now let's get into the meat and potatoes of it. Let's go back up. Let's talk about what we heard. We heard the PV preview. Is a very long preview for Trulira or Trulura, however you know, it's art. It's open to interpretation. Pronounce it however you want. A+ is for everyone all around. I'm overruling Gula before she gives me a grade. They're playing Calvin ball with the Romanji. It's not fair. So, man, I loved what I heard in this. It was savage. It was brutal. You could hear the Black Swan kind of rhythm, like crazy metalcore. Like, I don't even know if that's like metalcore breakdowns. That was some intense shit, man. But it felt like everything I loved about DADAROMA, and then dialed up to like a 2.0. You know, I was like they're on track. That's right what I wanted to hear. I was just like super. God damn it, girl in the chat. She's like, my favorite DADAROMA track is True. I stopped looking at the chat. You guys are making me laugh too much. But yeah. Really tight sound, really tight production. The look is on point as always. And I mean, it was so weird to watch it and listen to it, because I was just like, I didn't know what I was expecting. I wasn't exactly expecting like a brand new, like we've totally changed our sound because our drummer is now like, he drums like the Red Hot Chili Peppers. It's like, no, they're gonna look for, it's like what we said on past streams, which by the way, like they're gonna look for a metalcore drummer, someone that can like roll with their punches and shit. And by the way, I believe it was either me, it was either girl in the chat, it was either someone else in the chat, or all of us coming to a consensus that it might be the drummer from the Black Swan. I know I had personally been like, well, the first go-to that I'm imagining everyone's thinking of is Meto from Medjibre, but I'm not really seeing him jiving. And maybe the drummer from Morrigan, but I'm not really seeing him in a position to pick up stuff. So, process of elimination, Lynn from the Black Swan would have been the best one. So, assuming that gets confirmed, we were right. Hashtag we were right. Hashtag Jeff was right. Hashtag chat was right, because we were all in agreement on that. I wanted to go back and double check and find and play a clip or something so I could like throw a meme on it or whatever. Like a I was right jar or a chat was right jar. Meto the singer, Omega Lol. Meto the singer? No, don't tell me about something I don't want to know. Is there more Meji pop out there that I don't know about? No, Meto the drummer of Medjibre, and if he's a singer now, I don't want to know. I don't want to know. I already got real about SB4879 or whatever it was on an after hours stream. We don't need to go there. But VKH live and the chat is always right. That's what you need to know. I made you your damn jar, Jeff. LOL. Well, yes, you did, and I appreciate that, because the one that I had made earlier, I completely stole from another stream. It's totally in a different niche. It's totally not an issue. They won't even care, but, I absolutely ripped it completely off from somebody else. Look, all my creativity goes into the thumbnails and the stream setup, and then like by the time I get to like, oh, let's just do the memes, it's like, oh god. So that's why you guys are invaluable, you know. Jar. Yeah, jar. If I almost don't want to jump back. Everything's been glitchy a little bit since YouTube went down. I can't believe YouTube went down. What a crazy day. That's how strong of a comeback this was. That's how powerful those breakdowns were. That's how vicious that screaming was. This PV's up on YouTube. You know what happened. You know what happened. Put on your tinfoil hats. Come on, man. DADAROMA killed YouTube with their epic comeback. You know? That's it. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. They couldn't handle the metal. They just could not handle it. It was too metal for YouTube. It was too hardcore. They're not hardcore, bro. They YouTube's gotta get in the pit more. YouTube's gotta, they gotta be in the wall of death a little bit. They need to earn their stripes a little bit more if their servers are gonna be able to handle something that hardcore. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Come on, bro. Exactly, bro. This was a weird song for me to like even try and like think about how I was going to talk about, because it's like I was exactly what I was like hoping for, is exactly what I wanted, and then they like just upped the ante a little bit and added like this bit of a flair. The Black Swan really had this crazy edge with the way they use rhythms and stuff. So again, I guess disclaimer, speculation, whatever, but like, whatever that style is, that nice little like that craziness in some of those breakdowns, I'm like, I'm all for it. I'm living for it, man. So yeah. Asuka just posted the PV preview in the chat, if in case anyone's missed it. By the way, everybody, we've had promoters talk about this on the show, but you want your favorite band to have your voice heard, you need to rock their analytics on these social media websites, especially on videos, official PV uploads, and Spotify, Apple Music. You want to play and replay the shit out of that, comment on it, and everything like that. So when this stream's over, make sure you guys like go check out that PV and give them like a huge warm welcome, like like welcome back, and like it and share it, and let them know that, like, because they'll open up on their side, and they'll see like this big map, and so let's see like just like little hello, welcome back, all over the map, yes. So yeah, with that, let's see what chat's saying, and then if you guys had anything else, any speaking your speech you wanted to do, any personal thoughts or anything like that, I'll check that out in the chat as well. But this was really just intended to be a short stream, make a couple pertinent points, and just like they really did nail coming back from a hiatus. They nailed the whole handling of a hiatus, as far as I'm concerned. No, and the chat's real. Remembering that the Black Swan is gone. Don't remind me too, guys. I'll cry too. I'll cry emoji as well. And no one wants to see me do that. I'm in a really ugly cry emoji. But yeah, I really liked the Black Swan. I don't know how many times I've said that on stream and podcast episodes, but I really enjoyed them. I really enjoyed how evil their sound sounded. Like, I'd never heard stuff like that kind of a dark level coming out of like VK, or just that, like, it's like almost like mystical. It's more of a mystical thing, I think. It's like that kind of a vibe, yeah, it's cool. It was cool. It was great. It was wonderful. The Black Swan songs are heavy as fuck. Yeah, and their PVs are They are quite the I don't know. They're just they're very intense. Is I guess all I had to say on that. I was like, well, it's the internet. Like, it's on the internet, so yeah, it's probably intense. Like, but they're not afraid to go there. Is I guess what I admired about them, even if they were shocking me with it constantly. I don't mind being shocked. I don't mind being, we're post Game of Thrones. I don't think people are mind being shocked. I think they understand the artistic value of it and how, makes the villain that much more satisfying to watch die, that kind of stuff. But yeah. You offered up all my info already, man. Thanks, girl. Thanks, Super Sleuth Girl. Yeah, guys. Any other like when we have any more of these, because I don't know if you've noticed, I'm trying to do streams that are on like kind of hot stories that we're also able to kind of break at the same time. Like we got the Delhi announcement out. Fairly early in we were still ahead of the curve in spite of the fact I was like very sick and a few days delayed, but like so I was able to do a stream on that. We like to do stuff on releases that just came out. There will be a zombie stream. For example, there will be a sleepyhead listening party, for example. I may have gotten something in the mail recently, for example. So like I like to do these. So sometimes like all the news isn't there, all the facts aren't there. Sometimes there's speculation to be had. There's fun little guessing games to be had. So if you do anything like what the chat did tonight, if you have anything like that in the future, or just any personal fan theories or anything like that, always feel free to share them in the chat. And if I see them, I'll get to them and all that. So yeah. All right. We don't have the Black Swan chat room. Well, I will add one now because everyone's been reminded of it. So I will go ahead and add it. I didn't want to open up a fresh wound, but it's kind of hard to get around it, now if this turns out to be confirmed. And even if it doesn't, the fact that the guy's reminding everyone of the drummer from the Black Swan, it's yeah. We may need to have a little memorial party for the Black Swan. Would you guys like a memorial stream for the Black Swan? They're pretty dark. They're pretty fucking Halloween. I could do that if you want. Maybe I'll add that to the list. I have a list. I have many lists because if I don't write it down, it becomes a problem for me to remember it, and we get so many great ideas here at VKH Live. The greatest of ideas. Time to talk about Lynn's cat. That was another one. I'll put that for November because it was made as a joke to me. And I doubled down and was like, I will do it if there's support for it. So I'm just going to throw this out here since there's a fair amount of people watching. VK Bandmen and their cats. Cat-loving VK Bandmen stream. Listen, I'm just saying, like Asagi from D, he's got that whole Nyasagi thing. There's a little bit of some fun stuff to go through involving bandmen and cats. So, yeah. What about a Discord emoji to support DADAROMA? I kind of have to do stuff that's like not copyright infringement. Bands really don't like it when you or artists really prefer to like that you not use their likeness and things like that. if you guys have like a meme or something like that that I can allude to, like, you know, like their breakdowns or something like that, just tag me in the Discord after this. I'll be on. Yeah, or like an in-house joke. We're working on that. I do want to have a meme stream at some point where, you know, we get some of the more industry people that we've talked to in the past in, and we hammer it out. It's like, okay, who's like got the problem with like memes of bands and like, you know, the you know, passing around and editing pictures and stuff like that. Who are the ones that still have the problem with it, and who are the ones that don't? Because we definitely know that there are bands or band men that have a problem with that, but then we definitely know that there are ones, sometimes newer ones, but I don't know, maybe some older ones, I don't know, that are like fully into it. So I think that'll be a fun stream as well, something to talk about in the future. So all right, at any rate, thank you so much for sticking around, rolling with the punches with us. You know, it's weird. This is weird dealing with a tech issue that's like kind of technically not my fault. In the sense that all of YouTube went down. I still can't believe that happened. Usually, if we're having technical issues, that's my domain. That's on me. But I was very irritated that this happened, because I was like kind of pushing this, you know, for a lot of today, and was like, I want to talk to people about this. People are going to want to talk about this, but looks like everybody found the stream, and yeah, appreciate you guys. So cool. Yeah, so if you like this, you know, and you want to support us, you can share our stuff. You can we do have a Patreon. We're test driving. We have other things coming. We have other things planned. I would just say the biggest thing that I would plug, if I'm gonna get super selfish, isn't even like the financial stuff. It's like join the Discord, connect with us, that kind of a thing, because we do want to build a community. You know, because a lot of the issues that do hold some of these bands back from being able to like tour overseas, come over and visit so much, it is money. And you know, a lot of the times it's because you know, big tech websites like YouTube kind of screwed up social media. So we went from the nice age of the forum to the age of the tweet, where everyone's just kind of shouting into the void in their own little like individual thing instead of connected in a community. So we've kind of went with Discord because we're like, we can actually low-key do a lot with it. Yeah, we'd love to have you in there and check that out. Otherwise, start your own. There's entire Discords dedicated to you know, fan bases of different bands, you know, like Six Guns, and we link to those inside of our Discord. So, you know, hope you join, hope you hang out, hope you have some fun. But you know, if there's a channel that you find for a band that you're super into, and you get a group of people that are super, and you meet other people that are super into it, and then you're able to go off and start your own community, I'll really feel like I've done my job here. So anyway, with all that out of the way, thanks so much for showing up, guys. And thanks to DADAROMA for coming back. I would have been kind of sad if they hadn't. I would have lost a bet to Gula if they hadn't. And yeah, also, yes, Kimiko's right. We are VKH Live, probably in coordination with Fake Star, we're going to take over AWA in 2019. Yeah, that's probably going to happen. So anyway, bye guys. You're the best. Peace out. You know what'll be fun is if I can try and switch to the waiting screen like a decent professional guy, and like it doesn't crash on me. That would be really cool. Yay! All right, cool. All right, see you guys. Here's some memes. Bye.